Hello. I'm doing a new series, I think, called Let's Look At. And it's basically gonna be a style of the 5-minute vlogs, but in particular, I pick something that I own that I want to show and look at. So right now, what grabbed my attention on my bookshelf was this giant Donald Duck folder. The cough still hasn't gone away. So, this Donald Duck folder is a relic of my ancient past. And it's got all these... oh my god, I haven't looked at this for years. So, Scrooge McDuck is having a giant snow plow of some kind. Like, I used to love comics when I was a kid. I read... Donald Duck was the major one, of course. But then there was also Asterix and Obelix. And Calvin and Hobbes. Kalle och Hobbe in Swedish. One I particularly loved. Calvin and Hobbes. Man, that author, or that comic. Are they called comics? Because comics are stand-up artists, right? But a person who does comics, comic artist. Anyway, I loved that comic, and it related a lot to Calvin when I was a kid, because I was very talkative, and I had a lot of ideas about everything, and I didn't understand how the world worked, and I did not have a pet tiger. I did attempt to, at one point, grab a stuffed animal, or not a stuffed animal, a plushie that I had, and I said that I think it was a horse, and that horse I called Lobbe, totally trying to disguise that I was just ripping off Calvin and Hobbes, and I think it was at my dad's at the time, and he saw it, threw it right away, and I was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, this is my idea. Totally original, and yeah. Anyway, back to the comic. So we had a subscription to these Donald Duck comics. So we got one new every week. Oh my god! Jetix! Oh my goodness! Super Robot Monkey Team. This is a... Jesus, I haven't seen this in forever. Holy shit. Can you see? Yeah. That was... I went online at one point to the Jetix website, and they had a game, a flash game, online game, and I just got hooked by it. I was just like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I didn't even watch the Super Robo Monkey Team Hyperforce Go show. I just played the game, and then I fell in love with it. Anyway, so it's in Swedish, because, you know, I'm Swedish, and Mickey Mouse is called Musse Pig in Swedish, and basically what's happening is that Goofy is telling Mickey that, like, you gotta help me, and then I don't know all the characters, and it's almost time, so I don't know all the characters' names in English. Suffice to say, the takeaway is that there are lots of pretty colors, there's a lot of emoting, and there's a lot of easy to understand stories that are just there for the fun of it, I think. Someday this cough will be gone. Just not today, apparently. Maybe there's a moral with the story, but that's usually not the point. The point is just to make a story for the fun of it. So anyway, time's almost up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked my showcase of this comic book, and I'll see you around.